Usually when I fly between the island of Mallorca and the European mainland, I would expect to fly aboard an aircraft like this one, or maybe this one, or possibly this one here. But not today. My short flight today from Mallorca to Frankfurt will be aboard this one. Hello and greetings from Palma de Mallorca, a Spanish island in the Mediterranean Sea. I just came in from Zurich earlier this morning and I still have a bit of time before my next flight, so I suggest we check out the VIP lounge. It's been a while since I was in Mallorca the last time and it's my first time in this lounge. It looks quite nice and not too crowded at the moment, and the food selection also seems not too bad. I can imagine that the lounge usually offers a buffet-style catering, but due to the current pandemic, it's more like a choose and point concept, while the lounge staff prepares a tray for you. What I liked a lot is that the lounge even prepared sushi and other Japanese dishes as of exactly 12 o'clock. I love sushi, even when I couldn't find any wasabi or soy sauce or chopsticks. There is also a quiet corner in the lounge, although I'm not exactly convinced that these chairs are very relaxing. My back hurts just by looking at them. It's time to leave the lounge already and head to my departure gate, while doing a little bit of plane spotting on the way there. And while doing so, I saw my mighty ride in the distance, the Lufthansa Boeing 747-8. It's a 7-year-old Boeing 747 and Lufthansa is operating this beast this holiday season once a week between Frankfurt and Mallorca. This is going to be my first ever ride on a -8 series Boeing 747 and I'm super excited. Have you flown on the Boeing 747-8 before? And on which route? Please let me know. Boarding was pretty chaotic. There was an announcement about which group is boarding first. However, the announcement was barely audible, and the moment the boarding pass scanning started, everybody stormed or blocked the gate. Eventually, I made my way through the masses, and the bus taking us to the Queen of the Skies was ready to go soon. On the pretty long bus journey, I realized that the Boeing 747 is parked so far from the terminal but so close to the runway because of its size and the airport limitations to handle such a large aircraft. Our plane was literally parked on the apron next to the runway, so there was only very little passing of other occupied parking stands required. And eventually, through the filthy window, our mighty jumbo jet came into view, displayed in wonderful summer lights. Boarding obviously was done via airstairs, since it seems there was no suitable dock with air bridges to cater our aircraft. But I was actually quite happy with this outer stand boarding. That way I could get this fairly impressive footage of the sheer size of this aircraft. Today I will be traveling in economy class, in the second last row, so I got to walk quite a bit towards the back of the aircraft. As you can see, the premium economy class comes with a 2-4-2 seat layout, while the regular economy class has a 3-4-3 layout. Only the last 3 rows of the economy class have a 2-4-2 layout again, because of the narrowing of the fuselage back there. All the seats have a little monitor installed in the backrest. I will look into the entertainment system in a moment. The monitor can be adjusted in angle, which can be quite useful when the passenger in front of you is making use of the seat back recline function. Unlike some other aircraft interiors, this aircraft has quite an extensive overhead locker centerpiece, providing lots of storage space. Now let's have a look at the seat back recline option, which can be controlled by this knob. And that's about how far you can recline with this seat. It's also worth to mention that there's an individual headrest adjustment available. Check this out. When I boarded the aircraft before, I was handed out this disinfection tissue, and while we are looking at the seat pocket, that's how big or small, depending on your life philosophy, it is. What I like a lot this far back in the economy class is first of all the mentioned set of 2-3-2 seat layout in the very rear of the aircraft, and secondly the extra storage and leg space I have. Look at this, pretty nice, huh? And in general, the legroom is pretty generous, as you can see, also considering that I am 1m92 m or 6'4" for my American viewers. As you may have seen in other of my economy class reviews, this is a pull-out knob that can be used to hang a jacket or small bag. Let's have a look at the fold-down table, which can be unfolded like this. Not much rocket science, but it comes with an additional cup holder, which I find quite practical sometimes. And let's not forget the dually look at the safety card. There is also a menu with onboard purchasing options, so I assume there will not be much of a free catering on this flight. The in-flight entertainment offers a variety of movies, TV, games, music, outside cameras, and of course the flight information and moving map, which is usually my choice of entertainment on shorter flights. Unfortunately, there is no individual overhead air fan, something I always would prefer. While I was waiting for the aircraft to start rolling towards the runway, I discovered this network and USB port. I think this one is pretty well hidden, and I'm not sure how many passengers know about this feature in their armrest. All overhead bins are closed and we are soon ready to go. And as we can see, I'm not the only one excited about this heavy plane in Palma de Mallorca. It truly is worth a picture.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. My name is Rolf Rehm. Welcome on board our 747 jumbo jet. Normally this aircraft is used to fly much longer lanes. This morning it came out of Chicago. Tonight it will fly towards Johannesburg, so there's some time in between for a short day trip out of Frankfurt to the Mediterranean Sea and back. So together with my colleague up here in the cockpit, the first officer, Mr. Christian Ernst, I'm going to fly you on board of our Queen of the Skies back to Frankfurt.
Just before departure we got handed out a Lufthansa chocolate, which is a nice little treat. I will try to save it for later. Oops. Also some water was handed out, even though we were still on the ground. Hey, why not? Waiting time well spent.
Bitten Sie jetzt, Ihren Sicherheitsgurt zu schließen und festzuziehen. Ziehen Sie die Maske ganz zu sich herunter, um den Sauerstofffluss zu starten.
What's pretty cool, when you sit so far back in the plane where the fuselage gets narrower, you can actually see the horizontal stabilizer of the Boeing 747. And while rolling to the runway, I noticed this abandoned aircraft, which looks like a Convair 990 in the colors of Spantax, if I'm not mistaken. That would have been another level of flight experience. A pity this aircraft isn't flying anywhere anymore. What a beautiful departure from Mallorca. I truly enjoyed the view and the sounds, and I hope I was able to share some of this mood. Next on the agenda is the infamous Lou review. Some of you shake their head and some actually ask for it. And since I'm in a proper flight review mood, let's do it. If you have seen some of my previous videos where I reviewed first class flights, these bathrooms are much more exciting and may have special features such as a shower. This one, however, is a rather standard restroom, and I honestly didn't expect more than that. Maybe what's worth pointing out is the blue mood lighting. Although I must say, the blue light reminds me a bit of a European railway station toilet, where the blue light is not necessarily for ambience. Since there was no other in-flight catering beside the chocolate and the bottle of water, I still wanted to show you what else Lufthansa offers in purchasable food. The cabin attendant told me that I can make food orders with her colleagues that will come by in a minute, since she was only selling beverages. So let's wait for them while watching the world of Western Europe passing by below us. The cabin is getting ready for the approach into Frankfurt, and unfortunately I was not able to show you the purchasable food because the cabin crew never came past my seat row and I never could order my mango salad bowl with salmon. Maybe they ran out of supplies before reaching the back of the plane. Welcome to Frankfurt am Main International Airport, where I will spend a night before continuing to another bucket list flight. Consider subscribing to my channel and you will see which flight I mean. It's coming in a few weeks or days, so not sure exactly, but pretty soon. And while taxiing to the terminal, I've spotted some interesting aircraft. Frankfurt is always good for plane spotting, and I've heard that the viewing terrace should open again soon. Yay! This was the flight tour today, and thank you very much for watching to the end. You are awesome. Have a great time, and until next time.